Well, hello there, Cancer. Welcome to Pirate Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about the October 27th through November 2nd. Yes, the final week of the month. All right, so we have all the 12 cards from the overview video for this particular week. Let's talk a little bit about the messages that are coming through. We want to embrace all the changes that are happening. There's been a lot going on. Last week was super interesting for you. I really appreciated how clear the message came through for me, where you were helping somebody else out. You couldn't help your family. Sorry about that. But you definitely needed to help somebody else out at work, and you were very good about that. You handled it quite cleanly on your own without having to get too many other people involved. I hope that wasn't too messy for you. Very good. Okay, let's go ahead and look at this particular week. It's going to be great. Watch this. Bam. So these are those 12 cards I talked about. This is the MJ Cullinane Guardian of the Night deck. Very cool. I love the imagery they have here. We have the animals are back. Yay. And let's go ahead and talk about what's going on. By adding more cards first, of course, right? So we're going to lay these out. These are going to be, the first layer will be what's blocking you for this week in this area of your life. And then the next group will be all about your solution. So one of the messages that came through for all of us is that we need to remain flexible. It seems that your sign specifically needs to be a little extra flexible. So I wanted to mention that this week specifically. I know that you've been going through it all month, but for some reason the extra flexibility is coming up strong this week, and I would like that to be known to you so that I'm not keeping a secret from you. Honesty is key. I want to remind you all that this is just so cool, and I hope that you're getting more information out of this and that the information is helpful to you. If you do find that it's working for you and you want to go ahead and like and subscribe so you don't miss any more videos, that would be really cool. I'd appreciate it very much. It helps my tiny little channel grow a little bit, and we will indeed, you know, you won't miss a single video once you subscribe. It costs nothing. I'm doing these things for free for right now, but yeah, excellent. Love that very much. If you ever feel moved to do so, you are welcome to buy me a cup of coffee if you like. There's a link down in the description box. So as you wish. All right, let's go ahead and talk about you. We're talking about the self-department of your life right now. And this week we are talking about how you're having memories of past relationships and how you behaved and how you're behaving in your current relationships, so you don't want to make any mistakes, right? You don't want to be the person who's repeating old behaviors, all right? You're going to enter these situations with fresh eyes, but also remembering those lessons so you don't repeat old things, all right? Now then, we have, this card is the Nine of Swords. It's blocking you. Regrets about how you used your power in the past are going to block you from moving forward in this situation. So apparently you used your power pretty poorly in past relationships, and you're stopping yourself. You're just saying, no, I'm not going to use any power right now. And so maybe you want to do that. Maybe that's the key for you, is you're going to pull back a little bit. You're like, okay, I came on too strong in that situation, so I'm going to go ahead and pull back a little bit. And that's going to be where I handle that, okay? But you are definitely working towards handling your finances, and you can definitely do that now, okay? Your solution is to stay in charge of your finances, but you're not using a lot of strong power situations or super in charge energy. You're not going to be proclaiming things. You'll just be working around in the background, taking care of the business, okay? So I feel like that's your solution at that time this week, is to just do what you want to do in the background. Don't worry so much about making major proclamations. You've seen things go, something blew up in your face in the past, and you're feeling like it's pretty close to doing the same right now. You can see the grenade with the pin pulled out, and you're like, oh man, I don't want anything bad happening here. So we're going to just take a step back, hurry before anything else goes crazy. All right. So let's talk about your money. All right. Yeah, you're going to be using your better judgment with your money right now. You're going to be taking care of business. You're going to be letting some things go that you don't need anymore, because this is the skin from the snake. And the snake comes out all fresh and clean and new, but he leaves the old behind. He leaves the old snake skin behind. So you can do that. You can let go of an old idea and move forward with it, and you'll feel fresh and clean in that situation. This is not going to be a very fast thing. It's not going to grow very fast or change very fast. So just the Eight of Wands is here to say it's blocked. Speed is blocked. Nothing here is going to happen very quick. So maybe it'll be one of those timed out investments. So nice. Now we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is here, showing me that you will be in a position where not everyone's going to agree with you about what you're doing, but you're going to do it anyway. So yeah, we talked about this being, if you shared the information with other people about what you're planning, they won't be 100% on board. They're going to want you to make new decisions. And you're like, hey, come on. This is what's working, and I'm going to stay me. So there we go. I'm feeling like you're moving into a lower risk situation with your money saving situation. Or maybe it's very high risk, and that's why they're having this reaction. But it's not going to be a fast win, right, with the money stuff. So I'm feeling like it's probably moving into something low risk. All right, so let's talk more about your communication. We have the Ten of Cups. You are having a good old time getting a big group together. They're going to feel like family, even if they're pretty much work, or because it's just communication, this could be a family communication. So you're putting out a big group text, getting everybody on the same page so that everybody knows what's going on. Cool. Love that. Nice. Communicating is all important. You have the power. The Ace of Swords is showing up in this area, showing me that, number one, your power is blocked. Oops. You don't have the power this week. So let that be known that you are not having, you didn't start this text chain situation, and you aren't in charge of it either. So you can have your opinion about it, but you don't have to say anything either. You can lurk if you like. But I do see that you want to communicate with your family. Go ahead and communicate with your family if you want to. But like I said, you don't have to be in charge of it, okay? The Knight of Wands, fighting for your ideas, though. There you are. You're going to fight for your ideas anyway. So, yeah, you're not in charge, but you're going to fight for your ideas anyway. Okay, cool. So even if this is a work communication situation, you're going to have a nice big group chain with all the people there, and you're like, okay, I know I'm not in charge, but here's what I'm thinking. Okay, so this is you saying, okay, this is what I think should go on, even though I'm not in charge. But you know, you can say that, and people will either step back and go, nah, we're going to put you in charge. We'll find out further over, won't we? Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the family department. And in the family, we're talking about the Six of Pentacles, wanting to be of some financial help to somebody. You're wanting to do some help. You know, you want to help somebody out in some way. Very cool. That's nice. Let that person know that you're happy to help. Remember last week, though, we were trying to let somebody not be a freeloader anymore. Okay. Six of Swords, showing that you want to help with your power, but that's broken. You cannot help it. It's blocked. You are not in a position to help anyone with your power right now. You can't get them a job. You can't get them, you know, financial assistance. You can't do any of those things. They have to do that stuff on their own. This is all about you doing what you need to do for you, and you can help out a little if you want to, financially maybe, but don't do too much. Okay, watch your money. All right, and of course, your solution is the Page of Cups, showing that there's new information about something that you care about. So I feel like you're going to get more information about the person you're wanting to help that will either clarify the situation to say, oh, I don't need to help them after all, or oh, they're not really doing anything, or they really need it more than I thought. And then you'll make better decisions based on the new information. Okay? Cool. Love. Let's talk about love. All right, Cancer? We're talking about you fighting for your power in the love department. This could be about your personal passion. Maybe your personal passion is fishing and you really need to fight for your opportunity to go and do that. All right? So you're going to be stepping up to the plate and saying, wait, I really want to do that. This is really important to me. So this could be your person that you're fighting for. This could be a critter in your life that you're fighting for. Wait, my pet needs more love, more care. Please help my pet. Or this could be a relationship that you're working with, new friends that you've made, and you're like fighting for time to hang out with them and make that connection. The Four of Wands, a meeting of the minds is blocked. Okay, so although there's that place where you're thinking, oh yeah, I'm totally into this. This is going to be so great. This is going to be so awesome. The other person you want to do it with isn't really having time for it. So they're like, I really don't think I have time for that. Your schedule's not great for mine. And so as much as they aren't saying they don't feel it, okay? They're just saying that they don't have time for it this week, okay? So remember that they're not face palming you. They're not saying never, never, never. They're saying just not right now, not this week, okay? Relax. It's not a complete rejection. But the Queen of Swords shows up as your solution. This is all about this person is particular and intense, and they will be the boss of the situation, and they may be, if it's a third party involved in this decision-making process, this thing you guys want to do, she'll come in and say, this is what we're doing, this is when it's happening, and this is how it'll go down. Okay? You get to bring one bag, one of this and one of that, and that's how we're going to do it. And this is the time, and that's it. Be there or be square. Okay? So, that person, real strict, real rigid, real intense. If you're not there at this time, we're leaving without you. Okay. Yeah, that's a tough one, right? But we want to be aware of that and know what the parameters are. And we can decide, as the Knight of Swords, the one fighting for our power in the situation, we can decide if we want to be a part of that or not. So 1 minute we're fighting for what we want, and we're fighting for the power to be in it. And now, presto, the meeting of the minds is blocked. You're not on the same page as this person, okay? Now it's an opportunity for you to either step into their parameters, like you've been fighting for a chance to hang out with this person in your love department, and now you're like, these are the very tight parameters that are available, right? Oh, are you willing? Are you willing? Or can you just postpone your situation till another week? This is a personal choice, okay, Cancer? Just realize that, like I said, they're not telling you never. They're saying, these are the parameters within which I can do it. I have an hour on Friday on this day, at this time, and you should come and do this now, or we won't do it at all. Okay? I don't have any other time. This is it. My schedule is tight. Okay? It isn't them saying never. It's just saying, ooh, right? So, let us now talk about work and health. All right? So your work department is the Two of Cups, showing that there's a meeting of the minds. There's a meeting of emotions. You're having an emotional meeting within yourself and at work with another person. This could also be something going on at the gym or with your health. You're genuinely having a meeting of the minds, and you're liking it. So some of these, you could also be, for my singles, you could be getting into a relationship around work or at the gym. Very cool. Not a bad idea. Getting a workout buddy is always a good thing. But it does seem like you might want a little bit more than that, all right? Don't be alarmed. It's okay. Four of Pentacles, showing that your foundation finances is a little bit blocked right now, so you're not going to be able to get spendy-wendy at work or spendy-wendy after you go to the gym, right? You don't have the money to spend on a lot of extra stuff or equipment. With the workout situation, you're in a place where you have what you need, but you can't do much more, okay? And you're feeling blocked by your financial situation. You're not feeling like, I can spoil my person, buy them a smoothie, and hang out at the little drink bar. So you're paying attention to what that is, all right? And of course, you're kind of getting hung up on it. The Hanged Man is here saying, I really want to do more for this person or this situation. This Two of Cups has got you all kinds of a Twitter. I do mean that in your heart, not your phone. So yes, you have this thing. Look at the intertwined trunks of the elephants. They're so in love. Perfect. Yeah, we want you to know that part of you is just really smitten with this partnership situation going on at work or at the gym, and it's making your experience at those places much better. And so you're really trying to make this foundation of finances do more than what it can. Okay, so it's more solid than you think, but it's also blocking you from moving forward. You don't have the budget to help this person out the way you want to, and or you don't have the budget to spoil them the way you want to, and you're a little hung up on it. So this is the Hanged Man saying, I don't even know how to proceed because I don't have the money to take care of it. Look at it from a different perspective, okay? Look at it from a different perspective. What were they interested in? Was it your wallet? Was it your budget? Or was it you? It's you. That's the answer. It's all about you. It's not about your budget, okay? So with that in mind, take them outside. Go for a beautiful hike in a beautiful place that you find sacred to yourself. This is a way of getting them away from the gym, and it's also a way of getting them alone, right? Away from all the usual prying eyes, because when you work out at the gym at the same time, everybody becomes friends. So, or at least they're paying attention to each other's ins and outs and whatnots, right? So keep in mind, you are you, and that's what they were attracted to all along. Now let's talk about marriage and partnerships. If this comes up some more, we'll talk about it, all right? The Star. The Star is telling me that the hard work is over in your marriage. If you've been having a hard time lately and having some struggles in communication, etc., things are getting easier, all right? And if this is a partnership at work or wherever, yeah, the hard part's getting over. Very nice. You've gotten beyond the need to hang out at the gym, and you're going to step outside the gym. Very nice. You may not have the budget to go on a real date. Ah, that's it. But don't get hung up. You can do things for free that are fantastical. You can go to museums for free sometimes. All right? And of course, the Chariot is here showing that movement is not happening. You're blocked from doing a lot of movement in this area. I mean, while the hard work is over, you won't be having a lot of movement. Remember, you had a tight schedule to begin with. So just, put them off till next week. It's going to be okay. You can have more time for them next week. Cool? Because, the Lover shows up as your solution. Maybe you don't have a lot of time, but you might have just enough time. Hey, all right. What you do with that time is your business. But the Lovers is here to say, you've got a plan. And I see that there's going to be some fun stuff. All right? You're going to work it out. You're going to get past your hang-ups. Hard work will be over. They'll agree to come over and do a thing. And hey, you might do the thing. Nice. So let's talk more about death and release. All right? So in Death and Release, we have the King of Cups. This is an emotionally based male energy coming your way who is going to be speaking from their feelings, and you're going to be like, okay, so that's very interesting. Your feelings are giving me information, and that information is helping me make new decisions about what I want to release in my life. Cool. All right. Information is power. You can use it or you can let it go. It's up to you. The World shows up as to where you're blocked, so there will be no beginnings and no endings at this time. No starting, no finishing. Cycles are in process. Whatever the cycle is, it's in process. It's not done, and it's not starting. Okay? So you are in the mix, right? So whatever's going on, whatever he is sharing his feelings about, it's about something that's currently happening, and it won't be starting or finishing right now. So here we go. Let's make you might be needing to make a change in the trajectory as we go. 3 of Wands. Remember lessons from your past? So as you're proceeding through this situation, you've got information now, and that information is power, and you're in the mix, so you can't stop the situation from happening. You're just going to sort of juge the situation. You're going to remember lessons from your past and use those lessons to fix it, make it go the right direction. You want it to fly in the right way, and we want it to land where it's supposed to, okay? So you have to do some extra stuff to maybe better handle this person, or maybe you'll just have this guy, oh, okay, we're going to have you work with so-and-so instead of this person, because clearly you're not having a good time working with this person, and productivity is down. So if we have you step over there and work with so-and-so, then you'll be out of this, and that'll be good. Okay, cool. Everybody wins, and you don't have to get rid of anybody. Nice. It's just releasing the idea that everything is going perfectly in this moment, right? And now you get into the solution, and you move forward. Perfect. Excellent. So we are talking about travel and movement in your life. Let us talk about that. We have the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands shows that there's part of you that's wanting to get out there. Got that wanderlust happening. With all the things that have been going on in the last couple of weeks, there's no doubt there's part of you that wants to at least plan a trip, okay? So thinking that through, let's move on and see. We have the Ace of Wands. Yep, the big idea is coming, and it's blocked. Your big idea is blocked, but don't be alarmed. I mean, if you just write it all down, write down what you want to do, where you want to go, and how you want to get there. You can save it for later. It may not be time for it, but you definitely know that it's coming up. You're like, oh, okay, I'm having a bigger, better idea. Haha. Let's go to Transylvania for Halloween. Dun, da, da, da. Okay, I don't know where that came from, but there you go. So, needless to say, you will be sharing your ideas a little bit out loud. It doesn't make it wrong or bad or like it's happening. It just means that now you've written down your ideas, you've come up with a plan in your head, and you're going to share it out loud with other people. But you know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen right now, but it's like something to plan for. So you've come up with a plan for a trip that you want to plan for. You've come up with the idea, you've thought it all out, you've figured out how much it's going to cost, and you've shared it with other people so that they can get on board with the idea. You're like, ooh, cool. All right, this is fun. So yes, it is fun. Let's talk now about your ambition department. And your ambition is all about what gets you up in the morning, what drives you, right? What is driving you right now? Queen of Wands, a like-minded person who's down to earth and easygoing is helping you through this situation, and they're like your pal, right? This person has feminine energy, but it has more to do with the meeting of the minds situation where you're like, hey, I like talking to this person first thing in the morning. And then we have our little moment, hanging out, chilling, talking. It could even be just a 5-minute conversation you have every morning over the coffee machine. And then you're off. And your day goes on as it should. And you feel really good about it. And it's nice. Yeah. What will block you is if, by some miracle, you end up all on your own, right? So being by yourself will block you from your passion at this time. And so we want you to stay in that moment, right? Your ambition will be blocked if you don't have your little moment in by the coffee maker. So you tend to program your life to make sure that you're there, because that's how you are. You've created this structure. And this is the Hierophant telling me that structure is the answer to everything that's going on here. And you already have. You've created the structure to definitely be all about you being in the right place at the right time so that you can do this situation, right? You can have this moment each and every morning because you know where to go, where to be, and how to get there. You even show up about 10 minutes early each time just to make sure that you don't miss them. They may or may not even know that they're part of your routine and that your routine is almost dependent on them being there. So, ta-da, there you go. It's cool and it's working, and you don't need to make a big deal out of it. I think if you even mention it, they might get weird and disappear. So don't talk about it, just enjoy it, all right? And be prepared for moments when, if, what if they get a flat tire and they don't make it at all? You have to be able to find ways and means to create that space for yourself. So think that through. That's where the hermit is blocking you. Being on your own will block you, but it doesn't have to. My suggestion is to create a structure that includes moments that will take care of you, all right? Okay, now we have the Emperor. We're talking about the friends department. Yes, the things that matter to you, the bonds that matter to you, the people in your life at work and at home and around your life that are your supporters and how that's going. Structure and foundation are happening for you with the Emperor. The Emperor is bringing you a strong foundation within your friend group, okay? So you're feeling very locked in, very, very cool about it. That is good news. You do not have a foundation and power in this situation, so maybe somebody else is taking the lead right now in this friend group situation, and that's okay. You don't have to be the driver of the bus. You can be the one who gets on the bus, and that's okay. Sometimes it's just easier. I enjoy being a rider on the bus. It's okay. Plotting and planning the whole thing is very stressful for me, so being the one who gets on the bus, totally cool. All right, so as you wish, Cancer, I want you to see that at least this week you are not driving the bus, and that is okay. And we have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, we had the Four of Swords here. We have the Emperor. The foundation of your power is blocked, but we have the foundation of your heart, which is where you want to come from in this situation for sure. So this is really sweet, actually. So it tells me that your foundation of your, the foundation of your friendships is growing stronger because you're sharing your feelings and you're sharing your emotions. And it isn't about being in charge of anything. It's about sharing your feelings and emotions and everyone feeling like, hey, yeah, no, we're in. We like that. We like it when you share your feelings. So yay, your friend group appreciates you because you are willing to open up and share your feelings in those moments. Because, yeah, things are changing. We're embracing the change. But, yeah, it's hard sometimes when things change. But if we share our feelings, it's good. Everyone gets on board. Nice. Let's talk now about the unknown department in your life for this October 27th through November 2nd, all right? We have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups. We have a party. There is a celebration happening in some area. It really feels like all the struggle from last week is over and you're into something else where there's a little celebration. Something is going on where you're feeling successful and like you've handled some business and you're good. You're like, okay, cool. Yay. Great. The love department is going pretty good, right? Work and love, they might be the same for some of you. And you're just feeling pretty good about how things are going. I'm very happy for you right now. That's good. The Eight of Pentacles shows that, yes, work is blocking you from some of your happiness. Interesting. Work gets in the way of a love life, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. So let that be understandable and know that even though you're having a party in your heart, do your job, do it right, do it smart, and then afterward you can do whatever you need to, because the Page of Wands is here. There's new information about something that you need to learn. Maybe it's how to schedule your life around the things that matter to you in the aftermath, after work, so that you have time to work out, you have time to be with your partner, you have time to be in relationships, you have time to build on your friendships. All the things that are changing, though, definitely I can feel that vibe that you're having to recalculate, and reconfirm your appreciation for people even as things change so much. And you're trying to figure out how to schedule things in and get things done, and it's a lot. You're having a hard time with some of it. Don't be afraid to journal out your feelings or even express your feelings completely with your groups. And know that you're right where you're supposed to be. Everything is going really well. but things are changing. We are embracing the change, correct? So that's really the most important part of all of this, is that we're embracing the change, we're getting into it, we're allowing for it, and you know, we prep ourselves in our own ways. Some of us will talk to our friends and say, oh, I'm not going to see you for a while, but it doesn't mean I'm not thinking about you. And then you end up on a text chain with them, so you're not feeling so disconnected. And yeah, it's good. You're maintaining some connection to your people, even though you're not 100% there. You don't get tossed out with the trash, right? Just because your life has changed, you are in fact a part of the group, and that's how that works, all right? So that's very cool. I like that. Cool. Let's talk in November next week, right? Oh my goodness. This year has flown right past. Okay, so hang in there. We'll talk next week. And if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so now, because, you know, if you've gotten this far, you might as well. Excellent. And then you won't miss the next videos. All right? Thank you so much for all your support. I appreciate you all. I love you guys. We'll talk to you next week.